Alright, next face. It's going to be a screamy, mad face. See how this turns out. Alright, so all I'm doing on here is I am going off of what I marked. So, building the form of the nose and then adding it to it. I marked around where I initially marked the face out at, just because I'm going to be pushing back and I'm going to be pushing out of the boundary of where the face is actually going to be at. So like up here at the brow, I know I'm ending the brow around here, but I still made these marks up top just in case I need to kind of smooth it out some, and those will catch inside the grooves and help it stay. Alright, so added some cheek and more brow structure to it. I want to go ahead and get this mouth opened up. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this tool right here, my little needle tool, and I'm just slowly carving out the shape how I want the mouth to open up. So I'm gonna slowly keep pushing this in and digging this out, and then it should fall out in one piece. Then I should have an open mouth, and I can start working on the creases of the mouth, the creases in the nose and then around the eyes and stuff like that, to really give it more expression for being an angry, yelly face. So, alright, so I'm going to add some teeth. What I'm going to do is I just made the shape with the general outline of all the teeth on the top row. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to come in through the top here and put my other hand inside, and I'm going to just set it up top and inside the mouth a little bit, and use both of my hands, both of my fingers, to kind of pinch it and pull it up into the gum area. Hopefully it'll stay like that. Alright, so all I did now was I added some clay inside of the eye, both of the eyes. I'm gonna have to keep shaping those up, and just started adding these creases. Now for the creases, these are gonna be guidelines to add or subtract more clay, and really I like to add more than I like to subtract, so I'll probably add some clay in between the creases to emphasize the depth of the creases even more. So I might add small little cylindrical rolls just to the tops of the nose here to give it more of that crease texture. And then around here I might add a coil right on the inside edge of this crease to emphasize some more depth. And the same with these, just add small little coils to the edges of these, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after that. Alright, so right now all I have is I've added some of the cylinders, some of those rolls to the creases, around the creases, just to emphasize it a little bit more. I think I'm gonna add the bottom teeth after I let it sit for a little while. Really, I'd like to narrow the shape of the form, but I think next time, if I'm gonna make a face where it's screaming, I'll have to taper the bottom. Like as I'm throwing the pot, I'll have to taper the bottom area down here more instead of making it more rounded out. Taper it and maybe round out more towards the middle, and then come up more, just so that I can still get the chin on and all that other stuff. But for right now, I mean, this is really good, I feel like, in terms of just practicing and getting down form and everything. I think I've maybe put about 2 hours into it now. and it's looking pretty good. I still need to do the nostrils. I'm gonna let it dry out just a little bit so that it's not as muddy, like as I'm starting to sculpt on it. On a lot of this clay that I've added to it, it's softer, so I can't get as precise detail. So I'm just gonna let it dry out for a little bit, and then I'll add some teeth onto it and try and do a little bit finer detail, and I can paint off or use my paintbrush and kind of get off some of these crusties and stuff like that. And then you'll see it start to smooth over a little bit more, and then I think it'll look a lot better. But that's it for right now. Just trying to form the expression on the face, get all the creases in, and then once it dries up a little bit more, gets more from like a soft leather to a leather or a leather hard, I can come in and finish out these details. Add the teeth, bottom teeth, and oh yeah, I still need to do the ears. Ooh. Okay, well I might have to do the ears in between that. So what I'm gonna do right now is cover this back up. I need to go and get something to eat. I'll do the ears, and then we'll let it sit and get to like a leather hard, and then we'll do the details.